we're going to have a quick look at gold. Now, anyone watching gold is going to know that gold is trading a little bit higher now, or has traded slightly higher than the high that I've just got up. But in the short term, this was giving you an indication of the end of move. And this top trade is all about recognizing a decision point, where a decision's got to be made. And so what we'd had is we got a pretty strong move up for around about 140 in gold. Decent paced move up. We then consolidate for a fair period of time between around about 01 and 03 with a couple of spikes up towards 04. That coincides with these highs here, which come in at 04.5, 04.7. So that's your next step towards the upside, and this would be allow gold to keep on going up towards sort of 1910, 1911 area, and then beyond that towards 23. So there's your chance to go higher. This is your decision point then. And what you're looking for then is once you get through there, the buying to keep on coming in. And what we end up getting is a lack of that. So here we go. We're sitting currently in a small range. And so where we join in, we're coming into just this little range here. And you're waiting for the break. So anyone who's already long is probably looking at this thinking, well, stops below 01, and they're waiting then for an acceleration as you get up towards this high just here, comes in at 04. So that's as high as we've been in this phase. You've got a little large order there, so 79 and 51 lots. Any move up there, you're looking for continuation. So this is your decision point. Break here, break the high of day, break the recent highs, keep the move going. So that's what you'd be waiting for if you're long on this. We once again see it back off from around about 03.5. So no need to get overly worried until you start getting back below 01 here. It's just a case of waiting. Once it goes through 04, now the next leg of the move on is on. And this is where your decision needs to be made. The way we go through 04 tells you a lot about the willingness or ability of this market to keep going. So here we go, up towards 04, boom, we've gone. You can see now the high is 06.6. It's almost instant. You could barely even see that. We trade 5 lots at 0.7, which gives you an indication that this was much more of a stop type move than anything else. And that doesn't mean this is over. That doesn't mean that we found the high. But what you're expecting now is that we should see continuation, particularly if we can hold above here. This is your indication that this move can keep on going. So anyone who's not already in is going to be looking at a pullback down here to try and get in around about 05 down towards 04.5. And this is where it all falls down. We've seen the stop spike up. So that initial bounce or that initial jump up was basically caused by people running for the exit or being forced out, those who were short with stops above these highs. You need to find some new buyers if this is going to keep on going. And so this is the area where we could be looking for them. Previous highs, 04.5, and then 04 was the high on the 1 minute just beforehand. This is the area you need to see buying coming in. And if it doesn't, the move's over. But part of the clue is that stop move, and that's why it's so important after a stop move like that, particularly at a point where this move could progress, so important to then notice how it trades after that. The fact that we're not finding a great deal of support down at 04 is not a good sign. And once you then start to hold below there, these couple of candles here, which hold around about 03.6 up to 04.6, which is the previous high, as soon as that breaks and you can't get this move up, you're now on for the roll down. And everyone who's long up here is now going to start getting worried on a break back below 01, which is what happens, giving you this then steady drift to the downside. So make sure in future when you get to that point where you expect the market to accelerate, make sure that you're checking whether it does, and more importantly, after this spike up stop move, do you get buyers coming in on the way back? Because if you don't, that's a good indication of the end of a move.